What's going on, guys? Quick update for the freemium financial model. We finished doing this earlier in the week, and I'll go through some of the base assumptions first, and then what the updates were. So the base assumptions, freemium, that's where you could define some amount of traffic that you have, an increase in that traffic over time, and then a conversion of the traffic into um, free users, as well as the expected ad revenue based on impressions, cost per thousand impressions. You've also got a churn rate on the free pool. You've got also a monthly conversion from free to paid users, and so this is where the freemium comes in. Users can come on and be subject to ad revenue, but pay nothing, or they could upgrade, pay a monthly fee, and have no ads or some upgraded services. Here's the price. You can change that over time. There's also a churn of the paid pool, churn of paid pool to closed account. And this one's churn from paid to free, as well as a percentage of traffic that directly signs up to paid services. So this drives all your revenues. You've got expense assumptions. These are all fixed costs. You can find the start monthly cost per year for each type. You've got some variable costs in here as well. What was on the original? And then the original did have executive summary, distributions. I don't know if this had it or not, but it's cleaned up if it was. Visualizations are all the same as they were originally. Monthly detail was on the original. This shows on a monthly basis the count of users in each pool, revenues, cost of goods sold, fixed expenses, debt service, cash flow, final cash flow, and some advanced metrics for the SaaS part. Annual detail is the same thing, but on an annual basis. And so that's the base model. Now, what I've added, number one, this global control is much more advanced. It's got some selectors for terminal value. Previously, this template assumed the last month of the model was the exit month. Now you can define the exit or end month, and you can also define if you want to include a terminal value or not. If yes, you could put a multiple here. It takes a trailing 12-month revenue and multiplies that by this multiple to get an exit value. It's assumed any debt that has been entered will be paid off if the terminal value is entered. If not, it just runs to the end of the template. We've also got some assumptions for taxes, and we've got a bunch of sanity checks here for all the income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statements. Make sure they coincide with the monthly and annual detail, distributions, executive summary, and cap table results. If we go forward, so cap table, this is a newly added tab. The model solves for the minimum amount of equity needed to cover all the burn and startup costs. You can issue shares, define 3 types of shares, Class Common, Class A and B. You can also define how much money you're raising from individuals or rounds, the share of common stock, preferred A and B they're getting, fully diluted ownership share calculates automatically, as well as the distributions based on available distributions per year, and an internal rate of return also populates. You can define the same for insiders, so this would be investment from founders. This could be 0, it doesn't have to have a number, and you could just define the ownership shares here. Also, you might not have any outside money coming in, and that's fine. You could just say that founders or operators are providing all the cash, and the model will update accordingly, and that's fine. Capex, this is just for this basically allows you to attach depreciation to Capex spend, so it'll spend this amount based on the month entered. And then on the exit value, on the terminal value side, you'll define the percentage of the exit value that gets applied to regular income versus applied to fixed assets. That will affect the net gain or loss at the sale point. If terminal value has been selected as yes, populates here. The first row is independent. It's a building. It's to account for if you purchase a building and then resell it. So that's separate than these other fixed cost items. It all flows through to the model. Still though, debt schedule, you can see it's automatically paying off the loan at that end date. Startup cost is the same. So that's the model. Really cool. I like this one. I've had a good amount of traction on it. And so now it's just even better with the, oh, I didn't even show the income statements and balance sheet and stuff. So this is income statement. Comes down to net income, taxes. Formalize, you've got your titles up here. Income statement monthly, income statement annual. You got your balance sheet, assets, liabilities, and equity. Balance sheet annual. And we tested this extensively. You can see in the live stream, so I'll put it in the links description box below. But this is all perfectly balanced, and you could change any of the assumptions. It'll all flow through. Cash flow statement monthly, so you get your operating activities, investing activities, financing activities, and cash flow annual. So that's the model. Have a blast at it. If you're looking to start a freemium business model, this is a great template to start planning. I'll post it on the update on Eloquent and eFinancial Models. Obviously, you can find it at smarthelping.com as well. And I'll see you guys on the next one.